Oh, speak, bitch. Come on now.
Don't fuck with me right now.
So I'm sure tripod historians can go back over the years. I think we've been doing this for 4 years, 4 or 5 years now, whatever, I don't know. But tripod historians can go back in the archives and find out the answer to this question. But since I'm such a pea-brained idiot, Caesar,
Okay.
I must ask.
I hope you know you are tripod historians, nigga, because I'm not going back 4 years.
I'm not going either. I'm not.
Okay, all right. So what,
I don't know,
JH,
so
you gotta
I'm
give
asking.
homework?
I'm
All
asking.
right. All right, here we go. Go on,
This
preach
is
that shit.
this is the St. Patrick's Day tripod,
Oh yeah.
which again, I'm pretty sure we've done this before.
Sure.
I gotta hear a good Caesar St. Patrick's Day story. What happens in the world of Caesar on St. Patty's Day?
Nigga. Hold on. I guess Sticks ain't here, so we got time.
Yes.
And of course, every time I show up early to this bullshit podcast, every time you send me the link, I gotta take a shit. But
Oh,
I will tell you, I'll tell nigga, sit back, get some cracky tails. All right, look at there, Sheriff. If you listen to this shit right now, and you were heading into work, turn this shit off, nigga. Turn this shit off and wait till you get home. Okay, for these first 20 minutes, skip to about. Hold on. All right, the timestamp right now is 2:23. If you want to hear some good shit when you're at home in the Skeet Saloon, lubed up on the devil's lettuce, skip to about 25, maybe even 26 minutes. Nigga, I got a bunch. Nigga, which kind of what kind of story you want, Sangria? I
this
got
is
about every kind of St. Patty's Day ignorant ass
okay.
story
Okay.
you can believe.
I want three. And these are the three I
Okay,
want. These are the three I want.
here we go.
I want scary.
Okay,
I want sexy.
okay. That
Uh,
might be the same.
oh, and I want the drunkest. That could be
Those
one
all
story.
three.
That could
Those
be one
all
story.
three might be the same, nigga. Those all three might be the same, but you know what? I'll try to chop it up.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. All right. Scary. You need scary. Hold on. Let's wait. Let's wait till this nigga gets set up. Hold on. There, because Stick's coming in live. He coming in live. Nudes. His dick probably gonna be out. Never mind. It's not. All right, Sticks. All right, Sticks. So this ignorant nigga, Sangria, or this ignorant cracker, sorry, asked me for 3 St. Patty's Day stories. He wants a scary one, a sexy one, and the drunkest one. They're kind of all the same, but I'm gonna still tell 3.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So there was a super drunk one, probably about 5 years ago. No. Probably about 3 years. No, it's about 5 years ago. God damn, yeah, because I didn't work at this place for 5 years. Just had my 5 anniversary at my new job. And this is one of my last years at my old job. And I was hanging out with the cracker I'm gonna talk about. I was hanging out with him earlier. Yeah, your boy already like 3/4 away in the bag. Okay. Yeah, look, I didn't want to go out today. I had plans today. I was gonna watch. I was gonna watch TNA because I didn't watch it over the weekend because your boy was fucked up. I was drunk as shit. It was St. Patty's Day
Wait a
weekend.
minute.
Yeah,
Caesar.
shocker. I was lit. I was trying to watch, Sunday I'm trying to watch uh March Madness, see what the bracket looking like. Because March Madness is probably the most sports thing I watch constantly besides WWE. I love March Madness, just like my favorite pay-per-views, the Royal Rumble. Just because you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, right? You can try to predict who's gonna win the Rumble. Nigga, you don't know. It changes every year, just like March Madness. Some 15 seed gets on a hot streak. The next you know, they're in the Final Four.
But you digress. You
I
digress.
digress. Sorry. I digress. I've been drinking. So about 5 years ago, man, up with this cracker, my cracker Jamie. All I know was, man, I was working at the bar. He had some crazy special beer. We were going to drink it. We go out for St. Patty's Day. It was me, him, and his friend. I don't know what the fuck his friend was. All I know was it's about 11:15. Yeah, early 11:15. We drank at the bar while I was working all day. We had a share. A share is like you all bring in your rare beer. You guys all drink it. This started at like 12. The fuck, nigga? Who calling the house phone? Eat a dick. Bill collector, it's fucking 9:30. You can eat a dick. So we drank beer all day from like noon to about 7. I go out. I'm with him. It's 11:15. All of a sudden, we start at one bar where we know people. We get lit. We're taking car bombs. We're taking Jameson shots. We go down to the second bar. We lose his friend. I was like, yo, James. I was like, yo, where your boy? I'm getting shots. It's on your boy. Where are we going? I know a couple of bartenders there fucked up. Completely wrecked, right? This is the time where I didn't have a car and I was just glad. I mean, I took an Uber home. I'm gonna tell you what happened in the Uber. This is what makes it the drunkest. His boy left, right? And he lived about 8 miles away. This nigga walked. He was too drunk to call an Uber. He walked across the bridge the wrong way home, the wrong 8 miles. This nigga called us. He's like, yo, man, I'm out, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, you don't live that way. This motherfucker had to walk 16 miles in the opposite direction.
Oh
Still walking, drunk. And this is at 11, bro, on St. Patty's. You know the bars don't close till 2. This is at 11. So I get in the Uber, right? We go to this place, Rick's late night diner. It's fine ass waitress works in there. Oh my God, she was a nurse. Oh, she was so hot. She always loved us because we were drunk as hell, tip great. I get in the Uber, right? So now I live about 25 minutes away from where we're drinking. All I remember was waking up in the Uber. It was like, yo, pull over, son. He's like, what? I'm like, pull over. I'm about to yak. I'm about to puke. Pull over. He pulls over, right? He pulls over. I get outside. I see like a bunch of grass. I'm just puking in that shit for like 5 minutes, right? Just puking my guts out, just coming out. I look up. I'm about 3 minutes from my house walking. And I'm like, oh, shit. I know where I am. Yo, say you drop me off, nigga. Good night. Walk my ass like a minute up the street, turn on my court, walk all the way down the court. It was a cold night. I felt the cold air was giving me life because I was just so hot sitting in the back of that Uber. Go home, get in the house, turn on Sports Center, pass out. I wake up in the morning, all the lights are on. I'm still fully clothed, except for the shoes, in on top of the bed, not even in the bed. Sports Center playing, full lights on. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, hungover as shit. Sort of. But still, that was probably one of the drunkest.
My God. Oh, I bet you felt great after you got all that out of your system.
Oh, yeah. I woke up in the morning feeling great because I puked up everything that night. I felt so great in the morning. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, man, it was all right. The 18th. We live, baby. Sunday went about my day because it was a Saturday. Sunday went about my day. All right. The scariest is easily tied with the sexiest. So this is how bad it was. We were drinking at work while working. I'm working a banquet hall. We're in the back sneaking liquor, taking Irish car bombs. getting smacked because we had a breakfast thing. So people were getting breakfast, whatever. And so we knew we'd be done by 3. So then we hit the streets. It's 4 o'clock. We're hitting the streets. We're rolling out. Hammered, hammered. I see a friend. Or we're meeting all the crew is meeting at one bar. I'm at the bar the earliest, so I'm drinking. And then everybody shows up. We're all hanging out. We're drinking shots. Blah 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 blah. So a friend of mine is like, yo, I need you to walk my friend home or to her car. And I was like, you need me to walk this bitch to her car? This bitch drunker than me, bro. Fuck you talking about? And I mean, I'm smacked. And she goes, yeah, just walk her to her car. She'll get home. I was like, this bitch don't need to drive. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, I argue with my friend, take this drunk bitch home. Right. So I'm walking this drunk bitch to her car. Literally, she is like arm around my shoulder, walking this drunk bitch to my car. To her car. To her car. Not my car. To her car. Lo and behold, I'm blacked out. So apparently I get back to the bar like an hour and a half later. Right? They're like, where you been? I was like, what are you talking about? I'm in these streets. So I have the like this green shirt and this chain I always wear. I get back. Apparently my green shirt is all tore up in the back. Like looks like Wolverine claws.
Sticks, this is going to be used for evidence in the court. So I
Nah,
hope
ain't no courtroom. Ain't no
change your
courtroom
shirt,
because
put something
we
nice on.
called and talked the next day. Right? And so I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean there's scratches in the back? I don't have the chain anymore. Lost the chain. Scratches all in the back of the shirt. Old girl calls me the next day talking about, oh my God, it was so fun and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I can't believe we were just in the parking lot doing what we did. And I was like,
What
the fuck did we
fuck?
do? I was like, what do you mean?
Oh man.
Apparently, your boy all blacked out. Yeah, Diddy party, baby oiled it up. You know what I'm saying? And it was my like St. Patty's Day shirt. It was also a nice shirt to wear out. It was just green. I had to buy a new shirt. I have a new shirt now, shirt 1.0. I put it in a glass case, put it in the Hall of Fame, up in the rafters. But I can tell you right now, I won't hold nothing. So your boy was raw dogging in the back seat of a car, blacked out, putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? Just out here in them streets, living the dream. Smacked as shit.
You know what he
Yeah.
did, Sticks? You know
What?
you know what he did, Sticks? He put that pussy on the chain wax.
Pain wax. Yeah, you
You
damn
know,
right.
blokes.
You damn right. Blokes know what I'm talking about. Blokes know.
I
Bro.
hope she had a plan B omelet, Caesar.
Yeah, I mean, I think she probably went to the CVS when she like sobered up. But yeah, man, that shit was probably the craziest
Damn.
ignorant shit your boy got into on a St. Pat. Literally went home. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with my shirt? Woke up next day, it's bitch even showed me the picture of the chain. She kept that shit. I don't know, man. Maybe I left it in the front seat. I don't know. Your boy was out here wilding out on some ignorant shit. Streets happen, man.
Now, see, we're gonna go from exciting, sexy, scary, drunk to vanilla in it up with me and Sticks. Sticks, now I would like you to entertain the 7 pretzels that watch this. What is the craziest shit you've done? Because I prefaced all of this with, if you're a tripod historian, we've probably said these stories before in the past, but we're not about to go back and watch that shit. And plus, we might have a new viewer or two. I doubt it. I have 103
Oh, no. My boy wants to hear the link because I was watching TNA hanging out with him. So I'm going to send him the link. So you will have one new viewer.
I do have 103 subscribers, but I get 7 views per video. Makes no sense. But anyway, Sticks, dazzle the 7 or 6 pretzels we have listening to this with a Sticks Adam St. Patrick's Day story, the wildest shit you've ever done on a St. Patrick's Day?
I've got nothing, guys. I really don't. No, seriously. I've usually had to work on St. Patrick's Day. I'm trying to remember if I did way back when I worked at Walmart when I kind of had split days. I don't think I really have anything for you guys. I mean, I not if I did, I know for sure it can't top Caesar. I mean, I think both of us can say we live vicariously through Caesar during the uh
You
Caesar
took the
in the
words,
temple of the streets. So I mean,
you
there's nothing. But I mean, I
took the
don't
words
nothing
right
comes
out
to
of my mouth.
memory.
Exactly, because I'm as boring as Sticks. I'm the old man of us three. Well, maybe Sticks is maybe he feels the same way, but as far as I go, I went to the bar once on St.
Once.
Patrick's Day with my now wife. She was my
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend then. How people can stand to be in a bar, I have no idea. Number
You got
one,
to show up drunk.
you can't hear anything, which I hate. I hate that you can't hear anything. Number two, random dudes will hit on your chick, and you gotta either
Oh, facts,
fight
facts.
or get mad and storm out, which I did
Right.
both. And number three, deal with the drunken assholes all around you, which sometimes is fun, but this time it wasn't. So my St. Patrick's Day lives and dies on that one time at a bar. Bars are tiny. I don't know if they're tiny where you live, Caesar, but our bars are
Nah.
shitholes. They got karaoke bars, and you're sitting right here taking a drink, and the karaoke's right here. So they're singing.
Yeah, you,
Next
you
to you.
gotta go to the big bars to get spaced out. There are shithole bars and they're small everywhere. Shithole bars are just like for cheap drinks and ignorance. You got to teach a woman how to murk the system, though. She's got to let the drunk guys buy her a drink or maybe two drinks, and then she brings that shit over to you, and then y'all drink on the other side of the bar. So she gets the drunk guys to buy her bar. She leaves, comes over, then it's you and her drinking that drunk guy's drink. That's the system.
Well, again, our memories are shit. Well, except for Caesar, he remembers everything.
Mhm.
But as far as you, Sheriff, I know you're listening. I know you're watching. Hopefully,
Hell
you
yeah.
drive off the side of the road while listening to Caesar stories. But if you can retell one of your famous St. Patrick's Day stories on a skeet saloon in the very near
Yep.
future, we would appreciate it.
Oh, let me tell you all the story when I went to DC one time. We go to DC. It's St. Patrick's Day. All right, we lit. We at the crib. We're taking car bombs. We go and we go out. And we're like, yo, man, we about to be on some ignorant white people shit tonight. So me and my boy Rico. Now, my boy Rico, that's my nigga, man. That's the Ace Boom Coon. Known this nigga like 20 years. Man, we go there, man. We on, we out here, we drinking, we taking shots, we ignorant. We get on the dance floor. This is way, 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 way back in the day. This is back when like Miley Cyrus wasn't Hannah Montana no more, but she was making music. Party in the USA comes on.
Oh God.
We fucking belt that shit at the top of our lungs in the middle of the floor, right? Party USA. These white bitches around us, one of us was some 6'7" Russian bitch, probably plays in the WNBA right now. Right? This is way back in the day, man. This is probably maybe like 2008, some shit like that. We start Jersey Shore and fist pumping, yelling cheer in the middle of the bar. We're like, yeah, 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 yeah. Nigga, we had the whole this is a huge bar. We had the whole dance floor just jumping, fist pumping to Miley Cyrus, Party in the USA. That was an all-timer, ignorant street moment, just drunk on St. Patty's Day. It was the white bitches, the Latin bitches, the black bitches, and even the crackers and the niggas. Everybody on that floor was feeling that shit. It was maybe like four of us, man. We just drunk as fuck, just getting it, like swinging the whole bar, drinking nothing but Jameson all night, McNulty as we call it. And from the wire, respect Jimmy McNulty, respect.
You just sparked a question in my brain right now.
And that is,
Karaoke.
yeah,
Worst karaoke song ever, speaking of black bitches, was by a
Okay.
black bitch. She
Yeah.
was belting out Killing Me Softly, but she couldn't sing. It
Just-
was Sit Terrible, and
You can't.
Some Mood Killer. It was
You
depressing.
you
It
can't
was
fuck up
not
Lauren
fun.
Hill like that. Yeah, you should have hit
Oh,
that
she
bitch.
murdered Lauren Hill. She murdered Lauren Hill,
Yeah,
and she ain't coming
you should
back.
have hit that bitch. You
It
should
was
have hit
bad.
that bitch.
What's the worst karaoke song you've heard someone sing, Cesar?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I heard some bitch murdering Lauren Hill. I'd have to hit her. Uh, I got no idea because I've always had good times at karaoke. This is usually me and a bunch of friends, so we're all pretty drunk. So even though, but you should pick a song you know, and that's funny or something, or you got memories with, or you heard it in a movie, and everybody else decides to sing with you at certain points. So therefore, it's not bad, but god damn, Murder and Lauren Hill, god damn,
Okay,
bitch.
okay. Let me ask a different question. Have you solo karaoke?
I've never soloed karaoke. I've always
Never?
been, I've it's always been a two yeah, I've done some I remember last time we all went really karaoke. Um, I've done songs with yeah, just about everybody. Like some people might do a little salt and pepper, and then like I was like
Push
the
it
rap part or
real
something.
good.
Yeah, man, there's some shit like that. Or you always want to do something. Somebody does a rap song. There's always a hype man, so you got to do that. Uh,
I love to
I,
sing.
I don't
I
know. I don't
love
know if
to
you ever
sing.
heard the Dan Band. Those guys from Wedding Crashers. They were like, "Turn around," but he said "fuck" every other time. I've seen those guys live.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. And then I know me and my friends sung that song, and we just added the fucks into it. We sung the real song that did not have fucks, and we added fucks to it. But it was like a friend of mine. Yeah, I don't think I've soloed a karaoke song like by myself. No, I don't think I've soloed one.
So there is a game called Rock Band, and there was also
Oh,
a game called
oh,
Guitar
fuck
Hero.
your couch up on some rock band.
And I would always be the singer. I would have the mic, someone else would have the guitar, someone else would do the drums. But I love to sing. So when it came time to karaoke at a bar, I jumped on the opportunity. And my go-to song, love
Yes.
it. I'm a 90s kid. I grew up in the 90s, but I was born in the 80s. However, my favorite song to karaoke is Flagpole Sitta by Harvey Danger. I love that song. And that's a solo karaoke song that I have done. But Cesar, we've been waxing poetic on our karaoke adventures, but sticks at them.
Wait, are you considering rock band karaoke?
No,
Oh, I'm about to say because I sing and play guitar on rock band.
I am terrible at the guitar, but I love to sing and I sing all the time. I've
Yeah.
sung. So there's a mission on Rock Band where you have to do like 47 songs in a row. I don't know if you ever did that mission. We did the 47 song in a row. It was
Yeah.
like 3 a.m. We're like, we gotta fucking end this. That was too much.
Yeah. So once a friend of mine came back from college, and there was only three of us, and we created a band on Rock Band, and I played guitar and sang. My friend played the drums, and our other friend played bass,
Mhm.
and we were the BDPs, the big dick players, and all of our characters had way too tight pants. Baggy shirts and jackets, but just way too tight pants. We were the big dick players, swinging below the knees, and yeah, we just played. I think it was Rock Band 2. We just went through the story on that and fucking killed it. And we would always play and then drink and then go out to the bar and then try to play when we got back from the bar. Horrible. You cannot play Rock Band drunk. Okay, your coordination is not there. It's not there. You're seeing shit in real time, but your hands are like ah,
We were the
drunk.
Natural Born Killers. That was
Okay,
our band name.
all right.
But Sticks, on the same note of karaoke, whether it be rock band, whether it be at a bar, ever, not just St. Patrick's Day, have you karaoke?
No, I haven't. I would sit back and kind of just silently judge the people with the rest of my friends. But I've seen I've seen a kind of maybe closet gay person murder Ricky Martin, living La Vida Loca, and then uh,
Yay
I've,
too.
I've seen two chicks like murder in a good way. Salt and Pepper, What a Man. Like these chicks, like you could tell these girls must have listened to this like car rides to work, wherever they go. Like they were in tune, they were hitting it perfectly. I'm like, damn, where the hell is the record? Like, where's an agent at? Like these chicks could, like we could get like the next duet chick. I mean, they were on key with everything. It was just like the bar was hopping in a good way for that because they were hitting everything.
Well, Caesar, I mean, you had to have heard "Don't Stop Believing." Some drunken asshole had to get up there and sing "Don't Stop Believing."
No, I just heard it
Number
at
one
random
karaoke
bars at
song
2
of
a.m.
all time.
Journey is usually like the 135 song. Like you got to get the fuck out, especially when you go to white cities if you're on vacation. I heard it in Pittsburgh and like 3 different bars over 3 different days. Like it's just Journey at 130. Get the fuck out.
Back in 2008, that song had hit a new peak because of Family Guy, I believe. And it was the graduation song at my little sister's high school graduation. Uncomfortably honky. Like there were honkies as far as the eye could see.
Eyes can see.
White people belting that shit out at the fucking stadium, and we had helicopters flying over. It was the whitest thing you've ever been to. Well, I've ever been to in my life. But on that note, gentlemen, AEW Speedball Mike Bailey debuted. Okay, that's all for AEW. But now let's dive in to the entertainment section of the week. That's
no, wait. Hold on. We got to complain about AEW.
I'm done.
No. I'm not done though. I'm not done. Find the microphone.
About the TV
Find the microphone.
the movies.
Find the microphone.
The past week. No, what happened?
No, find the microphone. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, it's covered in cat shit.
You know what I'm talking about.
Hold on. And now it's time for the Caesar tangent of the week.
Tony Khan, you've been fucking with me for a long time. And you decide out of anybody you got a nigga who won a number one contendership. You got some 100-pound piece of shit climbing a fucking mountain. You got obviously the obvious choice, an angry ass cracker who likes to hang out with some fake ass nigga named Cope and cut briefcases and shit. You got a switchblade ass nigga, and you want to give this cracker Cope, who been trash not even trash. Sorry, continuation from last week. Who been ass since he's gotten to your company. You want to get this nigga 3 chances against this? He lost in a tag team matchup. He got pinned. Wasn't the switchblade. I mean, we all seen it. What you should have had somebody else main event. Then at your bullshit ass last pay-per-view. You know, I'm not even going to call that pay-per-view bullshit. No, I am going to call it bullshit. Because that ending was bullshit. You had the perfect match to main event. Look at Master Michaels. When the women is cooking, you can put him in the main event. Nobody would have been mad. Okay? You had at least about 3 other shits that could have main evented. But especially them damn women doing the shit they did in the middle of the goddamn show. The middle of the goddamn... You gonna have this nigga. Oh, not only lose, but he got to call his best friend because he can't lose 2 times in a row. Who you gonna call this time? He ain't got nobody else. And if you give this nigga the title, I'm turning this shit off. I'm not watching it. I'm not fucking watching it. And then your dumbass Wednesday, you put up a picture. It literally, the show was like this. You put up a picture. Mox, Cope, street fight. And then what's the next segment? Oh, that's right. Cope is talking to Swerve. I know the next segment was Mox cutting a promo talking about the street fight. Nigga, I already know. I seen the promo picture, nigga. I seen it. I already know what's gonna happen. I already know it's a street fight. And then Cope gonna talk to Swerve. Blah, 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 blah. Why are you trying to set up heat with them, nigga? We already know it's a street fight. Why are you gonna reintroduce this shit? You already said opening of the show, Mox Cope street fight. Next week. Then you gonna have 2 or 3 segments about the Moscow street fight. We already know, nigga. Don't build up to that shit later. You dumb son of a bitch. But why are you gonna have this nigga fight 3 times? You had Captain Charisma right there. And now we got maybe Captain Charisma events, Nick Wayne. But if he had the title, this match could have been even better. We know Nick Wayne ain't gonna win that shit, but it's something to like fight for. You could have had Mox trying to get his revenge against Christian. You could have had Cope getting his revenge against Christian. You could have had Swerve being like, no, you stupid bitches. I'm the #1 contender. You could have stretched that shit out too. Because we know All In ain't for like another probably 12 goddamn weeks. And you waste that shit on this punk ass nigga Cope. I don't even know the last great match Cope been in. Even in WWE. He ain't got nobody over. He ain't doing anything. He just out here fighting. He the new CM Trash. Having bad matches and want the championship on some bullshit. And you know what? This is why. Man, Tony, I don't know what you're gonna do, girl. Everybody left. Malachi left. Ricky left. I don't care about that nigga Rusev, but he left too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're doing, girl. You fighting the next big bitch. You already had a big bitch that was with Sasha Ho, and now you fighting some new big bitch who's fighting everybody else too. She fighting Willow, and I digress. I don't care about that shit. Tony, do what you gotta do, girl. Get your money, okay? And then when your contract is getting close, call that nigga Juice. Y'all bring y'all ass. I don't care where you go. You know, go to TNA or fucking WWE. I don't give a goddamn, because we gonna talk about that shit. We ain't talking about this shit. Only time we talk about this shit is when we mad as hell, or when I'm mad as hell, because Sangria ain't gonna talk about that shit. He ain't even taking notes. I'm gonna talk about that shit when I'm mad as hell, and y'all fucktards is fucking up. Yeah, Speedball showed up. I don't give 2 shits. Well, he fighting in a 4-way match against Orange Cassidy to fight Kenny. Nigga, Orange Cassidy winning that shit. Okay? 2 beach breaks, 2 Roman punches, and he gonna put his hands in his pocket and play pocket pool for 10 minutes, and he fighting Kenny. Okay? That's all people gonna see. Who gives a shit? Don't nobody give a shit. Okay? I don't even know the other 2 niggas in the match. I guarantee their ass ain't gonna win. I put money on that shit. Okay, Speedball, you ain't winning, nigga. Call Josh Alexander. Tell that bald ass cracker he ain't winning either. Come in with your headgear so you can't hear the crowd acting like, who this nigga? Yeah, nigga, put that shit on your head because you ain't gonna hear Tony call your fucking name to wrestle, nigga. Because yeah, you about to be on Collision Trash or Ram. I don't even know if they make Ram Trash anymore. Don't even know. Don't even care. Don't even watch, nigga. Y'all done fucked up. Okay, both of y'all done fucked up. She'll follow Ricky, win the NXT. Would have been great. Would have been great. We need main niggas and new niggas and all y'all cracker asses over there. Yeah, all right. You want to work half a schedule and go home? You don't go home to Europe. You ain't Will Ospreay. I know why Will Ospreay went. He can't do the schedule. That's cool, baby. You know you got a wife, kids, shit. Understandable, baby. Understandable. You gotta do what you gotta do, Will Ospreay. Get your money, boo boo. But when you want to, like, you know, have good a matchup, because we don't care about Dave Meltzer here. You take your ass to NXT WWE, you can have better matches, man. That's all I'm saying. Y'all niggas fucking up. Tony Khan, you been fucking with me for a long time, okay? I'm coming down to Florida. I'm going to burn that shit down. You know what I'm saying? I was going to burn down the gas station. It don't exist no more. I still will buy gas to burn down something. I don't know how much gas I need to burn down a whole NFL stadium, but I'll do that shit. Okay. I got nothing but time and, you know, money on my time, you know, money on my hands. You know, I ain't got nothing but it. Okay. I don't care how expensive gas is. Okay. You can call Obama, Joe Sleepy, and Trumpito. Them niggas can raise gas all they want. Okay. I will still go to Lowe's and get that fake gas. Y'all know what it comes in them cans. I'll burn that shit down, okay? Because I don't give a fuck. Because you've been fucking with me for a long time. You back there in the mesquite suites, not doing shit, having crackers call in favors so they don't lose matches. I ain't lose. That nigga lost. I still want a shot at the title. I still want to shoot you in the head. You know, nope, that's murder. That's bad. I don't want to leave Beth alone like that. I'll shoot you in the leg, though. You stupid son of a bitch, because you got steel plates in that shit. Because you tried to jump off top of a goddamn cage fighting Alistair Cracker, and then you broke your damn leg, and then you still won. What the fuck? Still mad that you beat Finn in that fucking cage match when you were leaving. I'm still mad about that shit. You leaving Judgment Day and you still win. Man, get your old bruck neck ass out of here. Call Ridge. Call Ridge. Big E this nigga so he can't wrestle no more, okay? Somebody call Ridge to ATW. I got a bounty out. Fuck Bandit Keith. I got a bounty. Nigga, somebody fucking call a bounty on Coke so this nigga can go sit down and fuck his wife and raise his 2 daughters or some shit. Ain't got time for this shit. He ruining Christian shit. He pissing me off. And we running these shitty ass matches back to back to back because there ain't no 120-pound soaking wet with 30-pound shit in his pocket, young ass cracker to win this title off Mox. I don't give a shit. Should never take the title off Swerve. Okay? Just because Tony Skeets want to give Daniel Bryan a title. This is where all this bullshit started. Because you know that nigga was broke connected too. Call Ridge on that nigga too. I need 2 Ridges. I need 2 Ridge matches now. Or you get a pistol, call Drew with the pistol. Because that nigga gonna shoot somebody. That's all I gotta say about this stupid shit. Let's get the rest of the show.
Other than that, Cesar has no thoughts on the subject. But now it's time for the entertainment segment of the week. That's right, the movies, the TV we have consumed in the past 7 days. I shall go first. I checked out the newest Netflix release. It's called The Electric State. This movie is getting a 15 by the critics and a 75 from the people. Starring Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh, shit.
It had a budget of $320 million. It's the most expensive streaming movie ever made. It's set in an alternate 90s timeline where humans and machines are at war. Not Terminator machines, but like fucking vacuums and mascots like that Treehouse of Horror episode. It's filled with corny dialogue, bad script, and forced feels. Yes, forced. They rape the sympathy out of you. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Not a complete waste of time, but do not be in a hurry to watch it. I've seen about 3 handfuls of funny fucking TikToks about people shitting all over this movie. It's funny to hear what everyone's different gripes are, but my main gripe was they were trying so desperately to get you to care about these characters and failed miserably. Yeah, watch at your own risk. I would not, like I said, do not be in a hurry to watch it. As far as TV goes, Daredevil Born Again is great. There's 3 episodes out. It's fucking insane. And Invincible, the ending, the season finale, it was fucking insanely graphic and great. You can now binge the entire 3rd season on Amazon. Check that shit out. It's from the makers of The Walking Dead. It's crazy. But Sticks, my friend, it's been 7 days. Have you consumed any entertainment besides wrestling?
No, but I'm
Wow.
glad to hear that. No, but I'm glad to hear that you watched Daredevil because I'm going to wait for that whole series to drop.
So the Punisher is just as dark. I mean, the Punisher. Daredevil is just as dark and cool as the Netflix version. They didn't change it at all. It's still awesome. And as far as Den of Thieves go, I have a buddy who watches movies and he was into that series as well. The report I got from him, he walked out during the middle of Den of Thieves 2. He said it was that bad. So
Yeah, I got a friend
let
who
me put
watches
your
stuff.
expectations really low.
He was like, Den of Thieves 2 is. I got a friend who watches movies who I talk to all the time. He said Den of Thieves 2 is nothing like Den of Thieves 1.
They're making a part 3 as well.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. That's what I heard.
Cesar, my friend, now it is your turn. If you have seen anything in the past 7 days, please divulge.
Yeah. I haven't watched any like TV shows or something, but I've been on a big YouTube spiral. There is a podcast called The Pivot. It's with like 3 ex-football players. They talk to a bunch of people So I watched the one with Seth Rollins that they did. And none of them are big wrestling fans, but they're starting to interview wrestlers.
Mhm.
So I know there's one with like Titus O'Neil, that they did. There's one with Seth Rollins, and I think there's another wrestler that they interviewed as well. But I also watched the one with Anthony Mackie. That's one of their current ones. Like it just came out like maybe like a week ago. And it's really good because uh Anthony Mackie is from New Orleans, like the hood New Orleans, and one of the hosts is also from the Ryan Clark. I don't know if he's been on Sports Center and stuff like that. So it's Ryan Clark, Channing Crowder, who played for the Bengals, I think, and fuck, I can never remember the last guy's name. Um,
Brandon Marshall.
no, that's they left Brandon Marshall shit. So it's these three guys. Hold on. Let me Google it right quick. Um, so yeah, they used to be with Brandon Marshall. And then, like, I think Brandon Marshall got the big head or whatever, and they don't like him anymore. So like these three left him, and their shit is Fred Taylor, Channing Crowder, and Ryan Clark. Yeah,
So NXT had a special on TV the other week. It was not a PLE, it was just a regular Tuesday. It was NXT Roadblock. We kicked things off with the tag team champions, the Fast and the Fraserists versus the Hardys. Great match. The crowd is hot. It was in Madison Square Garden. Instead of putting over the greatest tag team in the world currently, they decided to add yet another crack to the teamwork of the Fast and the Fraserists. The Hardys retain. Miss Paca and Milfy James interact backstage. Roxanne Perez versus Jordan Grace. Thick mommy pump, strong start, but the prodigy strategy of attacking the leg is paying off. This is a number one contenders match. Roxanne getting nasty in this, not pulling any punches on this juggernaut, fish hooking and all. However, you can't keep a good knockout down the juggernaut driver for the win. For Jordan Grace, great first two matches of NXT Roadblock Sticks. What do you think of the tag team championship match and Roxanne versus Jordan Grace?
Like you just said, NXT right out the gates, great tag team match. It'll probably more likely be the best tag team match that the Hardys will have as tag team champions for TNA. And it's another great reason why having this working relationship with NXT and TNA benefits both. You can do the nostalgia act for WWE with the Hardys while also bringing in another tag team that are champions to NXT to put up against their champions. Banger of an opener. Both teams great chemistry. Like you said, we saw another crack in the foundation, but we seem to get that in just about every Fast and Frazier's match. So I mean, you'd be more kind of shocked if you didn't get that.
Yeah.
But another banger of an opener. Master Michaels puts on there. Then, like you said, we had Roxanne and Jordan Grace, both women, professionals. We see all the time whenever we see Roxanne, we see the reason why she has nicknamed the Prodigy. She goes out there, puts on a great match with Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace is still got that new toy, new car smell, so they're gonna keep riding that with her. Like you said, Roxanne target the leg, allowed Jordan Grace to kind of fight through, prevail with against a two-time woman that's carried the torch for NXT. And like you said, essentially this was a number one contenders match, and Jordan Grace showed why they call her Juggernaut and why she has so much momentum coming to NXT being a new signee. So now we just wait and see when Jordan Grace will possibly get her championship match.
I do appreciate how they gave her the win. So now it's tied between her and Roxanne. So we will see a rubber match, hopefully, in the future. Cesar, what did you think of the first two matches of Roadblock? We had the tag title match and Roxanne versus Jordan.
yeah, these motherfuckers cooked all the way. You know how Master Michael's gonna do, man. This was damn near PLE level shit. I mean, Fast and the Frasers came out cooking, you know. Chris Zang don't want to hear this shit if you watch, but I mean, goddamn, they gave these old cracker Hardys everything they could, bitch, in them streets. And yeah, I mean, I think this shows more of psychology to the ring kids. Yeah, Fast and Frazier's they do hit each other a lot in these fucking main ass matches, and they did it and then lost to the Hardys, who are veteran guys. It kind of makes sense that they fuck up once and the Hardys don't let them slide. This is how they win the match. Versus like other teams in NXT. Yeah, they may have been together like on some time, but this is the difference between you've been together like 1, 2, or 3 years versus you've been together 20, and had matches like this. So I thought that was I hate to say it, I thought it was a good way, man, to end that match. Like, yeah, y'all fucked up once, and then the vets took advantage of that shit to get the dub. No shame to your game, bro. But like y'all been doing this, so like no shame to your game. But the vets got the dub because they've been doing it longer, and so that's what it is. And then yeah, Roxanne versus Jordan Grace. Um, yeah, you got the woman who's been leading the NXT division, and you got the new toy on the shelf. Um, what do I always say, man? The champ got to take losses to even out that record. Especially when you've been the champ for so long, and now you've been the champ twice. I mean, Roxanne cleared out the roster, bro. Um, well, she had the title, yeah, and they are 1-1. Like you said, like Roxanne got the dub when she had the chip. She didn't get the dub tonight. But she played a great. This was a great match. Yeah, like when she was taking advantage of the leg. Doing what she had to do, keep Jordan off the base, so Jordan can't hit her with that juggernaut driver like out of nowhere. This shit was great, man. It was great psychology in this match. You stick to a part, stick to a body part, you break it down, uh, and you keep working on it over and over and over and over. And I thought this match was really, really good as well. If I had to, I guess we're not rating them, but if I had to rate them, I would have gave them both like 7 in the mustard, like off the bat. Like I didn't like one match over the other. I thought these was really two great matches, bro. And the broads was cooking like we know NXT broads can do.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
they went out here and they cooked.
when it comes to TV specials or PLEs, NXT rarely misses.
Rarely misses, bro.
Up next for the NXT Championship in the middle of the show, so the title's not changing hands. Oba Femi the Ruler
Oh,
versus Moose,
most.
the X Division champion at TNA.
Mhm.
This was NXT Mandingo Madness, the
Yeah, buddy.
the biggest ninja on ninja match
Yeah.
of the year, perhaps the decade. These two had hard hitting. Can't believe I wrote this. These two hard hitting Negroids beat the shit out of each other.
They did though.
Oba facing someone similar height, similar strength. CW being bitches, censoring the chants. What a match. Oba wins with the pop up power bomb. I thought for sure the system was going to interfere. There was no system at all. But yeah, that was a hell of a fucking match for the NXT Championship, Cesar. What did you think of this NXT Championship match?
I didn't like the finish. I didn't like the finish. I feel like the finish. It was something about like they were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then like he kicked out of one, of course. Uh, but it was something like I think Moose was on the attack, and then they both got in the ring, and then Obafemi like hit him with the fucking power bomb and pinned him, and I was like it wasn't your turn yet. You could have built to it a little bit more. Um, And I really think I worked myself into a shoot last week when we all talked about like how Moose should win this shit and like Obafemi should show up
It would have
and
been,
win
yeah.
I think I worked myself into a shoot. Like I'm not gonna say the match was bad. No, the match was great. It was they didn't miss again. They didn't miss again. Roadblock, they didn't miss again. Um, but I think they overhyped shit about be like, Yeah, this is the last thing before Stand and Deliver, blah, blah, blah. Like, nigga, we got a whole month and a half till Stand. Actually, a whole month. Because this happened like what on the 7th or the 8th, and like Stand and Deliver is until like the 19th. So like I think I've worked myself into a shoot, and that's on me. That's on me. But the match was good. The match was great. Yeah, this was real hard hitting. Nigga, nigga, Mandingo fight night. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Other than that, this shit was great. The crowd was hot for both people, which makes it almost a better match. Because like, honestly, it was no. I'm gonna say for the crowd, there was no wrong answer on who should have won. Just of what we talked about yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, but last week. I feel like really, come on, son. We all know who should have won. We all know who should have won. It really made Obafemi more to win that than Moose. And like, yeah, how you gonna have a guy who's been doing it for 10 years at the pinnacle for 10 years, who's multi-time champion in his company over and over and over, versus a guy during his first run? If let's really be honest. Let's really be honest. Um, it would have been better for Moose to win and then Obafemi to beat Moose for his TNA. Like we said, like that would have been great. It'd have been crazy. Catch him off guard and win it versus like he knows it's coming and win it. And then like the shit they could have ran. And I understand they had to run Sacrifice like 2 days later and cool. But like, no, it was still a great match. I'm gonna say it's a great match, but I'm gonna say the wrong guy won.
Well, Sticks, this might be slightly controversial, maybe overthinking, but I think TNA is getting screwed in this fucking relationship. Just like they got screwed when they had a relationship with AEW and Kenny Omega went in there and mopped the floor with everybody. But again, Obafemi versus Moose, no fucking system interference, which I thought for sure we were going to see the system, but I was wrong, Sticks. What did you think of this championship match?
Yeah, that would have.
I don't. I can see what you're saying with how you can see how you believe TNA is getting screwed. I think in the beginning you're gonna probably see TNA take some L's, but I think WWE, the longer this relationship goes, they're gonna build it so that you kind of see that they're gonna trade back and forth on each brand's program. And I think that's how they do like the Lloyd to sleep thing, where you could pull like if you send like a guy over to like an Ultimate X on a pay-per-view and an NXT guy wins, and then you can continue doing something back and forth. I can see where you're coming from with that. But I think it's just the building of the relationship to see how it can go, how the relationship treads water. Then you can maybe pull the swerve to surprise you. This match, I agree with Cesar. I thought this was a great match. We talked about this. We were all hyped for this, and to have them roll this out middle of pay-per-view, was different. It was just like, okay, let's see how this goes. I thought it was great until, like Cesar said, till the ending. Like, these guys were trading back and forth. Like, Oba took a spear, and Moose even like power bombed him, and it was like you started seeing Moose kind of start building, and then Oba hit him with the fall from grace, and it was 1, 2, 3, and then we're moving on to the street fight. So it's just kind of like he really did that, but the crowd was hot. Like we talked about with this relationship, now the crowd has to start paying attention to some of the TNA guys and gals, because you don't know when they're going to show up. And Moose, obviously being the face of the franchise, having collected every belt in TNA, came over as a viable threat for Oba. And like we talked, this was everything we talked about with this match that we were looking forward to. And outside of the finish, I thought this was the best match on the card. And both these guys went out there and they beat the brakes off each other. And I mean, this looked like the match we talked about. And the only thing I would have changed would just been how you would, if you were going to have Oba win, I would have changed how we got to there. But I mean, if that's the only thing we got to really complain about, that's just us nitpicking. And I mean, we can live with the result.
Well, you're correct, Sticks. Up next was indeed.
You know what though? I just realized how they can redeem it as stand and deliver. I just realized how they can redeem it as stand and deliver. Frankie Kazarian calls his shot after Oba wins and takes the NXT
That would be fucking
championship. You can't
Sticks would
tell
have
me
to,
Twitter wouldn't explode.
Sticks would have to call out of work the next day
The next
to
week.
recover.
The next week.
To recover for he'd have to replenish his he'd have to hydrate. It would
Yeah.
be over for Sticks.
You imagine like Oba he can fight anybody. And then Frankie Kazarian calls his shot on Oba after he wins, hits him with the trophy, turns it in, hits it, puts him in the chicken wing too. So Oba taps.
No. He hits him with the fucking cup. And
Yeah.
then the Death Valley driver, hurry up.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah. And then they finally get new Frankie Kazarian merch.
Yeah. WWE makes Frankie Kazarian merch because he's the NXT champion. Oh my, yeah, I'm working to myself another shoot again. Jesus Christ!
Quit getting your hopes up, Cesar.
Yeah. No, I'm calling trips. I'm calling Massive Michaels. I gotta find some hot bitch online to get Massive Michaels' number. I gotta call him because I'm working myself into that.
So up next was indeed the street fight. It was All Ego versus Javon Evans. Another banger. These two with great chemistry. Ethan Page dressed in early Braun Strowman gear, while Javon looking like he about to paint a house after this match. Booker said it's going to be hard for Javon to go back to the hood if he doesn't win this. Javon launched himself over the top rope to hit a cutter through a table to the outside. After all of this, All Ego still kicks out of Javon's finisher. A springboard cutter with All Ego's head wrapped in a chair did it, though. Great fucking match. And then, of course, afterwards, Timu Shield destroyed Javon post-match, ruining what was just the perfect situation for young Javon. But I get it. You got to move on to a new story. Sticks, what did you think? Your boy, All Ego, in the street fight against Javon Evans.
Yeah, this was a great match to have follow up. Moose and Oba. The story with this is great. Like they even with Ethan hitting that punch on Javon coming off like springboarding off the ropes was great to see, and then Javon kicking out that. Like you talked about, maybe this is the finish of it. I mean, I think both guys are 1-1 now, so maybe we get a payoff, or maybe you're done. Like maybe either way, I could see them going either direction. These guys have chemistry. Javon got his revenge on it. The cutter with Ethan's neck face in it was a way to a little bit of a payback for Javon. But I thought this was a great match. Javon's learning. Like this guy, we forget this guy's young, and to have him in a match with a seasoned vet like All Ego, he's going to take care of the kid. He's going to work the kid. He's going to help the kid out. And to be able to see Javon take advantage of working with a guy like Ethan, and to not only help raise Ethan's stock in NXT, but also for Ethan to keep raising Javon's stock too is great. But that's what you get with a veteran like Ethan Page. Like he knows for all the success that he's gonna get, he's also there to help. Like it's a teamwork environment there. You're gonna help each other. You're there to help people raise each other. So that's what brings eyes to the TV. You know, as long as you're helping other people, they'll come and help you later on down the road. And this is another great reason for that. Great match to have follow up the NXT Championship match for a gimmick match, and I was thoroughly entertained with it.
Yeah, Cesar, Javon's NXT catalog is becoming legendary
Yep.
thus far. He's got Randy Orton, he's got All Ego. What did you think of the street fight at Roadblock?
Yeah, man, this little show, man, was all gas, no brakes. Um, yeah, Javon versus Ego was really good. Ego, professional ass cracker, getting it in, doing work, doing dirt. The street fight was great. Yeah, Javon had the bigger highlights, the cutter through the table, the shit with the hot, the shit with the chair, fucking phenomenal. Ego got his shit in though too. And even Ricky got a pop shot in on the way to the ring, from Ego and set up his shit, and even got the ladies on more ladies on NXT with the pop shot talking shit to Ava. But no, this match was great. Um, I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. Yeah, the street fight, they all got their shit in. They got their illegal hits in that they could have. Yeah, J- Javon just out there in khakis and a fucking, fucking beater. He just in a beater and some khakis, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, Ego out here doing what he had to do, man. But no, good match. Good match between these two. I mean, it's great how you can have a young talent with Javon wrestling all these vets and him looking good. Ego letting the kid get the win. Cracker can't even drink yet. He out here on NXT cooking, fighting all Ego, who probably been in the game longer than this nigga been alive. You know what I'm saying? And then fucking putting on some bangers on TV, getting paid. You gotta love it, man. So yeah, it was definitely another good match.
And capping off Roadblock, it was the women. Of course, the cross-eyed kid knows how to book a fucking show, puts the women on last. Not only was it a women's main event, it was a title for title.
Title.
That's right. We have NXT Women's Champion Julia versus NXT North American Women's Champion and Stephanie Vacure. Big main event feel. Best friends beat the shit out of each other.
Of course.
Julia steals Stephanie's booty bounce attack during the commercial picture in picture. So I saw in a little corner box
Yeah.
Julia doing it. So I didn't get to hear Booker go wild and out on
It's
this.
on go to the
I'm not
Instagram
finished.
page.
I'm not finished.
Go to the
But
Instagram page.
luckily, after the match, someone commented they were hating on Book. They said the only thing worse than hearing Booker do that stupid noise when the booty bounce attack is happening is when you see him and it showed them doing it, and then the camera pans over to Book.
Yeah, and
Book's
he's
like,
like, ah, ah.
but that shit was funny. Steph's wedgie already a double champ in my book.
Yeah.
Julia reverses the spiral tap into a submission, which I did my homework and I looked back at their first match and she did that as well in that match. These ladies know how to go. They know
Yeah.
each other well, so that's why this match was firing on all cylinders. Stephanie hits 3 SVPs is what it's called for the win and all the gold. A close-up replay of the final moments, almost showing some discoloration.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I was looking, and I was liking. Yeah, that again, this was incredible. The women killed it. Main event was great, Cesar. What did you think? We got Stephanie holding all the women's gold in NXT.
Nah, man, phenomenal match. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but Julia with the new hair was doing something for me. Okay, I don't know. That blue hair shit was doing something for me. What, this bitch going to SmackDown already? Huh? She getting a contract though? I somehow I always think this was the plan, and I think Julia getting injured kind of like kind of like is why this was gonna happen anyway.
What's
But
her?
her getting injured put her shit. Remember she broke her hand. She was gonna come over earlier,
Yeah.
and she broke her hand. That's why she lost the. Remember her second match was Roxanne for the title.
Yep.
Like, I think if she wouldn't have broke her hand, she would have been there. She would have been there for like 2 months. And I think she would have won the title from Roxanne. And then, because remember, Stephanie wrestled like when they went to Puerto Rico, and then for some reason couldn't wrestle on TV for like 3 months. And I think that's probably like what maybe like some contract dispute, or she had to finish up some work. And then she came in. So I think this was probably always the plan, and it's just a little rushed for us. But because like I mean, Julia won it. She had it what for a month, maybe what month and a half
Yeah.
before she lost it to Stephanie. But I feel like if she wouldn't have like broke her hand and came over like 4 months ago or 4 months prior than when she debuted, that would have been like a 5 month run. It wouldn't have been bad if she would have had like a 5 month run as the women's champion. Like Roxanne could have been doing anything. She could have been in TNA, NXT, and the main roster. Would have been crazy. Would have been quicker for her. Uh, Maybe build up Cora a little bit more and then have her go to TNA.
What
But
do you
you never know.
what do you
What?
think of the match?
No, the match was great. I mean, yeah, like you said, best friends beat the shit out of each other. They trust each other more. They can do more crazier things. They know each other's talents in the ring. They don't have to talk as much. Um, yeah, man, this match was fucking. This was worthy of the main event. Let's just really be real. This was worthy of the main event. This was phenomenal. Uh, yeah. Book made the noise. He made two different noises. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you
Was
go
it
to
like blocka,
NXT,
blocka, blocka or some
yeah,
shit?
yeah. It was different noises when Julia did it versus Stephanie, but he needed a cigarette after both. Either way, um, I thoroughly enjoyed this match. I didn't think it was gonna end. I thought it was gonna be some fuckery, so like somebody didn't have both championships. But then apparently, what they showed, I don't know if you guys watched it on NXT Instagram. They showed five different people who had double championships, and they've all been at Roadblock.
Hmm.
Mello won the cruiserweight and the North American. Combined those at Roadblock. Mandy Rose won the NXT UK Championship and the Women's Championship at Roadblock. Blonde Breaker won the NXT and NXT UK Championship at Roadblock. Stephanie Valkyrie, and then I can't remember, there was somebody else. But yeah, those all happened at a Roadblock. So just and she was like, they were like, "Yo, fifth time there's been a double champ at Roadblock." So that's maybe it's just a tradition, but no, they got to stop it at some point. They can't keep combining shit. But no, it was super dope, man. I love this, and this was my match of the night. If I had to pick one, this was the match of the night. These ladies showed up, showed out, and cooked on all types of level. Yeah, call me misogyny all you want, but the women were in the kitchen and they were doing what they do, cooking. I said it. I said it because they were getting after it.
Sticks, I gotta imagine the result of this is maybe Jordan Grace is ascending at Bound for Glory, at fucking Stand and Deliver. I don't know. I can speculate, but what did you think of this main event title for title?
I thought the match was great. I thought like you said, you could tell both these women, friends are going to go out there and just lay it on the line. Um, like Cesar said, I was kind of expecting some fuckery, like because it was just such a short title run for Julia. Like with all the hype, like we all talked about her coming in. We could see this woman taking and running this championship for a while, and we got maybe at the most close to maybe a 2 month run now. Rumors are bound, injury, minor visa issues. So you just want to go ahead and accelerate the plans for Stephanie to be the chick to hold all the gold. This was a match that I thought was stand and deliver worthy. Like these chicks, this would have been great. This would have been a great way to kind of have stand and deliver go out. Stephanie being the queen of NXT, and then like that following Monday or Friday, Julia shows up and now she's a new member of the main roster. Now, could we get that whenever all the injury visa issues are done? We can still get that. Or maybe they go back and they run it back. I don't know. I mean, that's going to be the interesting thing with what's going to happen. Or maybe we get triple threat. Maybe we get Jordynne Grace, and right when we're thinking it's going to be Jordynne Grace, Stephanie McMahon, Julia comes back and she's like, I got a rematch. And maybe you do it that way. Maybe that's how you build Jordynne Grace. She takes out. Maybe she stands tall at Stand and Deliver, being the new NXT Women's Champion. Julia goes somewhere else. Stephanie McMahon defends her North American Championship, and then she gets solely focused on. I don't know, but I digress. This match, main event worthy. These women went out there, showed on the line. This match was why there was so much hype with both these ladies coming into NXT. And there was another reason why you show that these women being in NXT, ingratiating themselves into the WWE environment, and now showing you that these women, like Cesar said, these ladies can cook in an NXT WWE kitchen. And these women do not miss a beat.
Well, alrighty. Well, TNA also had a pay-per-view premium live event. What happened?
Yeah.
It was on TNA Plus, and I had a shaky start with my connection with the first two matches, so I'm gonna zoom right by these two. It was a street fight, Sami Callihan versus Mance Warner, that actually began on the pre-show and went into the actual show. Staple Gun Showdown. Mance wins after SDL shenanigans. And then Tessa Blanchard took on Xia Li. I'm calling her Xia Li. Fuck that other name. Crowd all over Tessa. We coming for you.
Yeah.
She mocked Booker's Spooneroonie taunt, the disrespect, because they were in El Paso, Texas, by the way.
Yep.
Xia hit a rotating second rope superplex and should have been a 3 count, but the ref is retarded.
It's terrible.
Crowd is outraged, by the way. Tessa hits a Magnum for the win. I didn't rate these either. But Sticks, what did you think about the first two matches of this pay-per-view?
Wait, you didn't watch the first class match?
Those are the first two matches that I seen. I was having some trouble with my fucking app.
Oh, okay.
How was it? Was it good?
The first class match with the Luchadors was pretty good. It was before. So that was like really the only match on the pre-show, because Sami Callihan and them were supposed to be later in the card, but for some reason they were fighting in the back, and then they fought on the pre-show, which led into, because if you watch it on the TNA app, if you watch just Sacrifice, it's already like 5 minutes into the Sami Callihan match. And then like, because Xia Li and them were supposed to be the first match of Sacrifice. That's what the announcer said a couple of times. But like Sami Callihan and them were fighting in the back and fought in the crowd, and then got in the ring, and that's when the guy was like ding ding ding, and it was like 4 minutes before the pay-per-view started. So they were like, well, I guess this is the first match, but they haven't, bullshit.
Okay, Sticks, what did you think of the first two matches?
First off, I don't know about you boys. I had a issue with the sound.
The sound was fucked up, right?
The announcers and the actual action in the ring. I was waiting the whole fucking PLE for it to finally catch up, and for me, it never did. And I'm gonna try to distance myself from that, for that way it didn't, because it kind of ruined it for me. But I'm gonna try to distance myself from that. First class, like Cesar said, first class match against the Luchadors. It was a good match, strategically placed well for where it was supposed to be. It allowed first class to basically shine there, to have the only match on there. Those guys came out, talked shit, first class penthouse, all that stuff. That was great. What I liked about Sami Callihan and Mance Warner match was that it just came out of nowhere. These guys are just fighting, and it started towards the end of the countdown and into the main card. But Sami Callihan, a master of fucking street fights, anything goes matches, brought out a trash can, had a poster a placard of the sacrifice card. Got the webbing of the fucking fingers, even did the mouth. Both these guys had a stare down, a duel of staple guns. Great. I think at this point of Sami Callihan's TNA career, he's there to not only still collect a paycheck, but I think he's there to help put over some talent. Obviously, with Sami running an indie promotion, he brings in TNA wrestlers, but I also think it allows him to ingratiate TNA with some indie wrestlers, so that way they can kind of see, okay, this person's going to show can be something that somebody that we could sign to a TNA contract and help build and bring eyeballs to our product. I think this is what they're doing with Warner. I thought it was a good match. I thought it was a nice little swerve out of nowhere match to be able to kind of be like, oh, TNA, they're gonna do some stuff different. They're gonna do some stuff outside the box. I gave it 6 in the mustard. I thought it was a great little swerve to go forward. And then we had Tessa Blanchard and Xia Li, like you said. I thought it was a good match. Tessa's still riding high off of coming back to TNA. So they're gonna bring Xia Li in to be able to show her show what she's got to bring to the table, but to be able to put over Tessa Blanchard. Tessa came out with the woman that sings her song, who is I think a Texas native. I thought it was a good, decent match. I gave it 5, and I thought TNA. I thought they did a pretty good job going into to begin Sacrifice.
I just think bringing Tessa in is the stupidest move. It's never going to get better. You no matter what you do, it's never. But anyway, I digress. Caesar, what did you think of Sammy versus Mance, Tessa versus Xia, and any thoughts on the first class?
No, first class match was pretty good. I don't. It seemed like some. So I don't know what was said, but it seemed like some AEW shit because the first class later in the show were in the penthouse, and then the same 2 crackers they beat on the pre-show like came out there. But yeah, I had the same issue as Sticks, but I finished watching the pay-per-view out in the streets on my phone. And St. Patty's Day, so it was so loud, so I was just watching the wrestling. Improved it by 10%. Because the sound was before the action. So I was just like, so it was weird because I was at home, I started it, and I was like, why is the sound off? This is bullshit. So I turned off my sound bar and I was like, let me just watch this on the TV. And it was like still the same quick sound. I was like, oh, like in the Sami Callihan match, every time he hit him with a trash can or something, it would sound like 1 second before he did it. And I was like, I can't watch this. I was like, I cannot watch where sound is before what they're talking about and the action. I was like, this is bullshit. And then so I watched like the first 2 I watched the first class and then the first 2 matches like that. And then I met my boy out and I was watching it just on the table. Like I had it on the bar sometimes and on the table. And then he was even getting into it, watching it because I had it on and I had the sound all the way down. And I was like, this is way better. I don't know what they're saying. Fuck this shit. I'm not turning on closed caption, but this is way better. No, first class and then we're good. They hit all their spots. They used a little cheat move to win. I thought NZ Navarro's leg was fucked up too. It was not. And then he popped up and hit the little stanky leg, and they helped get the win. And then it's great when they celebrate together because Navarro had his feet on the top rope with his arm around that big nigga, and they both dancing. He's like, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, money, 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 yeah, money, money.
Plus, I like how when they get in the ring, Navarro hangs from the top rope,
Pulls
it
it
down,
down.
so that way AJ Francis can get in the ring. That
Step over.
it's those little things like that
Yeah.
that shows you that these guys are
Yeah.
they're like bought in and they're doing this.
Yeah. So like, yeah, he helps him get into the ring, but after they win as a tag team, he's like on his shoulders pretty much, like feet on the top rope, and they're dancing together, hitting the money, money, money. Their promo was still great, even though it was a sound ahead, and because everybody was booing them. And then it was funny because the crowd was yelling, "Can't hear shit, can't hear shit." And I was like, "Oh, is that why the sound is off? Because they can't hear the microphone? Is the sound off a little bit?" And then AJ Francis was like, "Oh, you can't hear me? Yeah, you know why? Because you bitches ain't got no money, money, money." I was like, "Oh shit." The nigga flipped it. The nigga flipped it. This is great. I was like, if they cannot hear him, this is
Well, then they
great.
were also chanting something, and AJ Francis is like, "There's children in the crowd. Why are you saying this stuff?"
Yeah.
Didn't I
So
point? He
just
pointed at a kid. He goes, "Look, there's a kid right
yeah,
there."
yeah, he did. So like if you go if you got a TNA app, Sacred, just go back and watch Countdown to Sacrifice. That was the best part of their match. Like them reacting to the crowd just saying shit. It made the match better. Yeah, the match was still pretty good. I'm gonna still give it like a 6. The match was still pretty good. I don't know where it came from, but it was still pretty good. But them reacting gives it 6 in the mustard. Yeah, then Sammy Callahan and the Death Machine versus the what they call him, the Texas Psycho or the South Psycho or some shit like that. I don't know what they call that crap. But yeah, they had a good match. They were wrestling. Yeah, the dual guns. Sammy Callahan hit him in the dick with a stapler. Uh, at one point. Old girl still has the TNA Digital Championship, and she's just standing outside. Yeah, these boys had a good match, and then yeah, Sammy Callahan put him over at the end, and the old South Psycho got the dub. I'm also give that like a 6, but not a 6 in the mustard. It was just a 6, but then yeah, Tessa Blanchard and Xia Li. There was a lot of it looked like Tessa was the rookie in this match. There was a couple of spots where she was like waiting, like she set up before Xia Li could react. Like she kicked Xia Li on the outside, and then Tessa went and grabbed the roach and bent over. And Xia Li was still selling it, and then responded with like the springboard over. And I'm like, yeah, Tessa's been out of the game a little bit. I don't know. There was a lot of like just miscues on stuff, a little bit. But yeah, I'm also give that like a 5.
Well, up next, it was the Rascals and Ace Austin versus Wesley and his ours.
Yeah.
Lucha Rules, basically a tornado tag match. This short match was an adrenaline rush and a showcase for Ace Austin and the Rascals. Incredible action. Wentz hit the spiral tap on West for the win and still
Yep.
took on him post match to make sure he was good. What a fucking sick. This was awesome 6-man tag match. All 6 of these guys are awesome. Of course, the King of TNA versus Steve Macklin. EY sitting on commentary. I know Cesar was excited to hear that music hit.
Hell yeah.
Frankie applies a very unique submission to McLean, both on the mat. He crosses his arms and uses his legs to choke him. I see these two as two reliable pros that can work. Frankie, a vicious technician, refused to let go of the chicken wing. A confrontation between EY and Frankie led to EY clobbering Frankie with brass knucks. KIA, McLean gets the win. Sticks, what did you think of the 6-man tag and then Frankie versus Steve?
Yeah, this 6-man tag, like you said, was just a fucking adrenaline rush. I love how the commentators were still talking about the Trey and the Rascals and basically tagging for the last month, like getting together with Ace Austin with all their differences, but it just shows you that what respect can bring. Like they have both respected Ace Austin. They know where he's at right now. His tag team partner is on the road to recovery. All three have issues with Wesley and his guys. This is like we talked about. I know we talked about this ad nauseum with this working relationship with NXT, but I mean they don't have anything going on with Wesley. With them having him come over the TNA, he's got history, so you can bleed into this. This gives Wesley some work while also giving his two crackers some in-ring work, some in-ring time to be able to build them up for when you do have something going on with with those guys in Wesley for NXT TV. This was just you couldn't. This was a match that you didn't want to blink and you did not want to take your eyes off the TV. This was just a move after move after move, and it was not one of those that is like a bad one, like you see with AEW. Like this was great moves. Everything was just in flow. I'm probably gonna shock you guys. This is my match of the night. Like this is what got my beer cheese. All 6 of these guys, the flow and the chemistry in this match was great. I thought the right team won. Now maybe we'll see Wesley and his 2 guys will be on NXT TV more. I don't know. And if not, maybe we'll see what they got for them in TNA. Who knows? But I thought this was a banger of a match to have be like the 3rd match on the card. Great match. Chemistry was just phenomenal. Steve Macklin and the King of TNA. Like you just said, Mangria, both guys are professionals. This is a match you could give maybe a 2-week build, and these guys would go out there and not disappoint you. The wild card of EY on commentary kind of let you knew there was something that's going to happen. Now, was this going to be where he finally just says, screw it? I've said that I've got Steve Macklin's back, but if he ain't going to take it, I'm going to still lean into it. Frankie bringing the cup out made not only the ref, but McKenzie hold the ropes for him to get into the ring. That is heel shit. That is the great stuff. Because even McKenzie afterwards, like I watched that afterwards, like you can see she just looked at the ref and she just shaking her head like, seriously, I gotta do this. The thing that I missed was this guy always leads into like when he gets in the ring or whatever, he always goes to the ring announcer and he like motions him to come over and makes them say that he would like to be acknowledged as the self-proclaimed King of TNA. I was waiting for that. I didn't get that, but I thought that was great how he made McKenzie and the ref hold the ring rope down.
They loved it. They loved it. Like
I love that shit, bro.
They're gonna be
involved. This is something that's the little things like that to bring in like a ref and McKenzie to make him feel a part of not only just that match, but be a part of the pay-per-view. Outside just being a person that counts to 3 and McKenzie out there announcing the participants.
Yeah, because it gives them a chance. It gives them a chance to perform. So like you said, it gets them involved. They're more involved. Because they fucking loved it.
Oh yeah, it's great. I think it's a win-win. And it's great like that. Like you said, there was an exchange back and forth. Frankie wants to go grab his cup, but he grabs something out of the cup. EY's like, whoa, wait, what are you doing? Brass knucks. He grabs him. You're waiting for see what he's gonna do if it's gonna end up turning on him. He ends up hitting the King of TNA in the back of the neck with him. McLean doesn't know what's going on. He's still kind of on Dream Street, able to hit the KIA, pick up the dub. So I imagine it leans into more of an issue that we have with McLean and EY. And it allows the King of TNA to be like, hey, your boy cost me the match. Like this guy over here, he's supposed to be the good guy. And I was like, he had EY win the match for him. Strike that from the books. That's not a dub. We should take that away. Maybe we get another match out of that. I don't know. I wouldn't be disappointed in it because both these guys can go out there and perform and do great. I thought it was a good match. If I were to rate them, I would give the match before, like I said, that was my beer cheese. I thought this was a solid 6. We got true professionals went out there. You were able to lean into the storyline continuing with EY and the Northern Armory with Steve McLean. So I thought Sacrifice still treading water pretty good.
I can't wait for the Drama King to fucking come to the King of TNA's defense on commentary on Thursday, and then fuckface Tom's be like, no, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Cesar, we got the 6-man tag, and then Frankie versus Steve McLean. What'd you think, sir?
Oh, man. This match was good. 4 niggas, 2 crackers. 3 niggas, 2 crackers, 1 mixed, because that nigga light-skinned. But this shit was great. But the light-skinned nigga had the move of the night. Yo, that fucking run from the back, slide on his knees, dive, DDT shit. Woo! I was like, hold on, bitch. I was like, why are you slowing down? It's because like the knee slide, he slowed down, but then he like leapt off that shit through the bottom two ropes and hit West for the DDT. I was like, hold on, nigga. That shit cold. You gotta break that shit out more often because that shit was cold. And as always, who we want? ABC. Yeah, Chris Bay. Yeah, whenever you can get back, brother, you know we gonna be here for you. You know what I'm saying? You know the tripod gonna be here for you for the best tagger team defeating racial epitaphs since brother Devon and Bully Ray, nigga. Uh, testify. But yeah, man, no, this match was great. It was short and sweet, but it cooked. It cooked the whole way. I'm liking Wes and these other niggas. Nigga wrestling these Tim boots. I still don't know how this nigga's wrestling in Tim boots. I still don't get it, man. Cause yo, you a real ass nigga wrestling in some Tims. All right, he's straight from New York. He can't take them. He fucks in them boots. He can't take that shit off, man. That's them New York. That's a real nigga right there. Okay, if you ever want to know what an idea of a real nigga look like, nigga wrestling in Tim boots, I mean, he don't take them off, bro. He wear them shits to the streets. He wear them shits to the club. He wear them shits to the bed. Yeah, it's like them bitches that don't take them high heels off. He fucks in Tims, bro. That nigga is real. He puts the socks and the Tims on first, then he puts on his drawers and his pants. Okay, that's a real nigga. Okay, that's a true New York nigga. Okay, that's East Coast till he die, bro. That nigga has hit 3 Jersey walls in his life, and that's only because he's been that drunk that he forgot they were there and he was spinning whatever way Jersey wall spin. Anyway, yeah, this match was great. This match was hood classic. Everybody got their shit in real quick. Um, I don't know why it was so quick. Like, to be honest, I think they just wanted more time for the cage match and the ladder match. Nah, fuck that shit. You needed more time for this shit. Cause this shit was good. Um, it was not my match of the night, but it was close. It was close. Um, I don't know. Well, yeah, you should guess what my match of the night was because I mean I love that match. But this I gave this shit really I gave this shit a 7 in the mustard. It was almost as good. It was almost as good as my match of the night. I thought our match cooked way better than this. Um, but yeah, these guys was great. And then yeah, that moment Wes was alone in the ring with everybody who hated him, and they just stomped a mud hole in his ass. No, that shit was great. But this whole match was good. That's showing me these boys who are new, even new for NXT. They're cooking on another level, man. You give them some time, and when you want to call up Fast and Fraserous, y'all got some studs down here, man, that are fucking gonna do work. And if y'all want to keep this collab going, man, like I don't see why these guys can't be TNA championships or NXT championship contenders. Because I mean, all you did was add West with them, and these boys were cooking and doing work.
Frankie
Uh,
playing.
yeah, oh yeah. Then you got the Kang of TNA and old McLean. Yeah, it started off good. You know, the Kang brought his trophy down and told old EY, EY with that crazy cracker shit he got on. Still one of the best songs, man, for this crazy crack ass. Uh, Told me, hey man, watch my trophy, bitch. I gotta go beat some cracker ass in this ring because I'm the Kang. And then got old Mackenzie to pull. Jesus Christ. This is character work. Okay. This is character work. He's halfway beefing with everybody. He calls himself the Kang. He tells the guy on commentary, watch my trophy. He gets the in-ring bitch to pull the ropes so he can get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? God, such good shit, pal. Such good shit, pal. And then yeah, you got old McClain who come out there, and they had a great match. Two professionals, been doing it for forever, wrestling for I don't know how long. Hit the chicken wing, and then hits that shit outside on the mat as well, holding him to it, fucking his arm up. Goes to get the nugs. Then you get EY coming up to grab the nugs. You'd be like, nah, man, you ain't gonna hit my boy. I'm trying to get my boy over here. And then hit that motherfucker in the back, throw him in the ring. So McClain thinks he gets the dub. Such great character work from all three guys. And just still another good ass match. I'm giving this 6 in the salt. Really good match. I was thoroughly entertained. Yeah, the Kang took a loss, but I see why he took a loss, and their story develops between EY and yeah, the Norman Armory, and then McLean.
Well, the next two matches were very enjoyable, surprisingly, because the Elegances with that honky
With
versus
that honky.
Spitfire. So I had zero
First of all,
expectations.
the
I
trunk
was
said
like,
"kiss my ass."
I was like, maybe I should go take a piss now because it's the Elegance. This is the bathroom break match of the night for sure. I mean, look, it is, but this is a knockouts tag title match. This is how a silly gimmick works perfectly.
Yeah,
Gotta give props to the concierge for the comedy and fuckface Tom with his disgust of the
yeah,
concierge on commentary. The
yeah.
cameraman gets some great shots of Danny Luna bending over. Oh wow, the Elegances hit a double team curb stomp for the win and new knockouts tag team championships. Wait, it's the Meta Girls. Oh shit. We got that awesome entrance and the story continues. I'm not gonna lie, guys. At this point, at this point, it got my beer cheese. At this point, I was like, this was a surprise. I love the match. The Elegances with their tag finish, and then the Meta Girls. I was like, holy shit. I loved it. I loved every second of it. But another match was my match of the night, and even
Yeah.
that one surprised me. But let me
Fuck yeah.
continue. Up next was Ali versus Santana, the best built story heading into Sacrifice. Santana pulling up, and oh shit, Cesar, I know Cesar. He might have threw his phone across the room when he saw old Santana pulling up and a fucking Impala. I was like, oh my God, Cesar's new favorite wrestler has just entered the building. And an Eddie Guerrero shirt as well.
I am your puppy.
This is a feud that is firing on all cylinders. Great story, great match. The crowd is invested, and this feud has just begun. Santana counters a suicide dive with a cutter. That was badass. The rolling buck 50 was awesome as well. Great hands, and Tasha provide the distraction so Ali could roll up Santana while holding the bottom rope to win. Ali places a beer on the mat to add salt to the wound, but like I said, Ali versus Santana feud is just beginning, and my God, these two matches were worth the price of admission.
Best matches, best
love-
back to back of the
So
night.
let's start with the what I thought was the bathroom break match of the night. Boy, was I wrong, Cesar.
Wrong.
The Elegances versus Spitfire. What'd you think?
Yeah, man. And then they had the nerve to add that cracker. So it was technically a 3-on-2. And I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I did take a piss when they were doing the intro of this match.
I don't blame you.
And then so when I came back, I was like, why is this nigga in the match? And this is when I was texting and planning to go out, right? Because it was around like 4:20. I'm watching this and I was like, yeah, man, I'm down to meet you out. And I was like, wait, why is this cracker in the match? What the fuck? This is a 3-on-2? Okay. Hold on. He was going for the rear naked chokes. He was breaking up pins. He had the draws and the fucking bow tie on. Said, "Kiss my ash." Ooh.
Two
boy
things.
was cooking.
Before I sold the rumor, fuckface Tom talking about how he had a better body and a wrestling outfit than this guy. And then this fucking concierge hitting the fucking Alex Wright dances from WCW. I was like, oh, damn, this dude fucking did some research.
Wait, Sticks, you remember when he said that? You remember when Fuckface Tom said, I got a better body than that? And the Drama King goes, what? And he goes, you know. And he goes, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
Like he's seen him naked, and that was fucking hilarious, man.
You know what I'm talking about. What you mean? Dude, they cooked during this match. And then, dude, the 3-on-2 was just too much. And then fucking Ash had both titles. Didn't want to give that bitch a title for like the first minute and a half. After winning them, she's just holding up both. And she's like, come on, bitch, get my title. Oh, yeah. Threw it at her. It's like, yeah. Oh my God, this match was so good. This match was so good. They're celebrating, they're raising in the ring, and then all of a sudden you hear do 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 do. Dude, I was like, no, nigga. All of a sudden you see the green, the orange, and you see the poses, and then yo, the meta girls in NXT. You need to pull these titles off Ash and them quick. They don't need no long reign, man. They look, it was a 3-on-2. They cheated to win. You need to get these meta girls. I was completely wrong. These about to be the first motherfuckers from NXT to win some TNA titles. It's about to go down. Yeah.
Miss Jackson on IG with that lollipop and a Knockouts Tag Team Championship. Woo, shit. She gonna cook some thirst traps up on that shit.
That's all I need. Boy, this match was good. This match was also good. If I've got to give the whole thing gets a 7. The match gets about a 5. The Meta Girls give it a 2. You got to give it a 7. The next match, it was We Believe in Ali versus my thug Thizzle, the greatest wrestler of all time in TNA. Mike Santana coming up in the Impala, doing work. He got the I am your papi shirt on. He hit the shittiest frog splash I've ever seen in my life. But I don't care. Because he out here. Come through the crowd. Enter super hype. Super hype. Mike Santana out here cooking. And then as soon as fuck faces said, that nigga ain't lost since April, I knew the ending was ruined for me. I knew the ending was ruined, but I was like, I got to see how they get there. I got to see how he gets there. Now, I know he going to lose, but I got to see how he gets there. I don't know about y'all, but Tasha Steele's fully clothed been looking good. With the glasses, I don't know what's going on. She got that, like, reverse Charlotte shit. You know, when Charlotte be fully clothed, she be looking better. When she be in wrestling, I'm like,
Tasha Steele's like that reminds me of a young Miss Hancock from
there we go.
W.
There we go. Now you cooking. Yeah, Tasha, I was like, God damn. Was that Tasha Steele's? Damn. She wasn't looking that good when she was with the system, nigga. She ain't looking that good. God damn, that bitch look bad. Gray hand niggas is just doing what they do. But damn it, if this match won't cooking from start to finish, these boys showed up and showed out. Yeah, that cutter to the outside was crazy. They had a lot of good shit in the ring. Mustafa going for the 450, knew when he was going to move, rolled out of it, slammed him, went back up, and then missed. I was like, God damn, these are great spots. These boys are out here doing it. And then the numbers game happened, and Santana couldn't spin the block on Ali. I'm gonna tell you this: the right man won this match, and this match got the 8 and the beer cheese for me. I'm sorry, this was the best match of the night. I don't know what y'all niggas was watching, and I get it. I get it. The Meta Girls, yeah, it was close. They got me hyped because they also got me hyped as we've seen Oro Mensa, we've seen the Meta Girls, and if you gonna bring that man when he comes back, no am dar to TNA, y'all niggas is smoking nothing but the best ganja out the skeet saloon ever. Oh my god, do not get me started on if you gonna bring that man Noam Dar to TNA and NXT. Y'all on that good shit. Massa Michaels is in the kitchen. Uh, when he was kicking little kids for ordering hamburgers, he back in that kitchen cooking again. Okay, yeah, y'all on that bullshit, and I'm for it. But this man, Mike Santana versus Ali, god damn, that shit was good. And if this is really a two-way fucking system, and you mean to tell me I can possibly get some Mike Santana on some TNA, mixing it up with maybe that North American Championship with Shawn Spears,
Oh,
or maybe
NXT.
Mike Santana and Ricky Stocks or Ricky Saints? You mean to tell me I can get some bangers with some Tony D'Angelo fully healed or some shit? You mean to tell me I can get some shit like that? Y'all fucking up. But this is my beer cheese, man. I loved every second of this match. Yeah, the story they got, it was the best story. And two professionals that went at it who've been wrestling for years. They both had it in and outside of the ring. And then, yeah, just the way it was too many people. Mike Santana is overpowering them because they're old jobs. And then Ali hit. So at first, I thought when Ali kind of like rolled him up, and I thought he was going to pull the shorts, but he didn't. And back, especially when they kept doing those roll moves to each other, and Santana hit that cutter when he rolled back and Ali rolled forward. And then I thought when they rolled together again and Ali hit the roll up, and I thought he was gonna pull the tights, but then he actually rolled him up near the ropes and grabbed the rope. Oh my god, that's some definite heel shit. Uh yeah, dude. This match was my beer cheese of the match. I loved it every single second of it. These two guys definitely need to have like a trio of matches. They just can't have one. They got to have another one. This match was perfect to me.
Well,
This match was so good.
Sticks, we have a beer cheese reveal from Caesar, but first we had the Elegances versus Spitfire. What do you think of both matches?
The women's knockout tag team match, I thought it was great. How they leaned into that. The right women won because you had the odds, you had the concierge. He was coming in and out of the match, so you knew there was going to be some fuck shit with that. If you were to have Spitfire win this, I think it just kind of discredits the Elegances. Like, it just basically now you're just like, anytime you see them in a tag team match, you know they're probably not going to win. This puts a little bit of credit in their match while also leaning to the heel. Like, hey, we needed to have that extra person, but you also like they showed like when they lost before, when they had to be the concierges to Spitfire for 24 hours. Like their concierge was like, no, we can't do this. No, I can't live with this. Like, you girls are so much better than having to do this. It leaned into it. Storytelling, like we talked about, was good. And then like you guys said, the meta girls afterwards. I mean, this is great. Like, not only was the action good in this match, but then the reveal afterwards that we have some women from NXT coming over who have established themselves as female tag team competitors and worthy opponents for the WWE tag team women's tag team titles. But now they're like, hey, we're gonna come over here to TNA. We're gonna throw our hats in the ring for the Knockouts Championship. Gonna be a great match. Like Cesar said, I could see them being the ones that could be the first cross brand champions. And even if you get like on site Oro or even Noam coming back to do some fuckery for him, that would be great. And then the match afterwards, us having that match, like Cesar said, this was the storytelling of Mike Santana, them leaning into him, his sobriety. Like they show afterwards, they laid him out, and then they lay a glass of wine by his body. Them like was a couple weeks ago making him have to pee in a cup, and then he ends up peeing in his fucking latte cup. And Ali basically playing off like, oh, that's good. No, that's good. Thank you, Miss Steele. And basically just walking out because he knew he drank somebody's piss. Like Cesar said.
So good.
Tasha Steele's clothed with like that, with those glasses on. It's doing something for me too, boys. This is like this woman we saw like a month ago would hit a move and then would stand there and twerk before she would hit like a hip attack. Now her fully closed, like, damn. This was my second best match of the night because not only storytelling, but action in the ring. And the way the match ended, Ali, this character work that he's done since he left WWE in TNA and in the Indies, leaning into this and making this great. Like this has been a great character for him since his WWE release. And the be gone, he made that run in TNA and then he was gone for a little bit. And then he comes back and he gets not only the good hands, the great hands. And then he gets Tasha Steele. Tasha Steele's after the whole stuff with the system. We're like, well, where'd she go? She kind of started losing some matches. Press secretary. Lena is great. They have found work for 3 people while also being with Ali, who has carried this character. And to have this lean into this match with this story with Mike Santana, this shows you why they see something with Mike Santana. Like probably if he's not TNA champion towards the end of the year, I'll be very, very surprised because with the rise that they're having with him right now puts him on that trajectory of him being like one of the top faces in TNA and him to be their possible next champion after Joe Hendry. Like the work that he's doing, he's putting that work in. The match, like the ending of the match, grabbing the rope, grabbing that beer from that guy and sitting it on the ring, in the ring afterwards was a great thing. Like they lean into it. Like I said, they had the glass of wine the week before, now the glass of beer. Like they're making him be like, hey, we know you're sober, but we're pushing your limits. Like we're pushing your limits. We wouldn't be disappointed if you did that. I gave that match 7 in the salty mustard. Second best match. The women's knockouts, I gave that 7 because, like Cesar said, with the action in the ring and then the reveal afterwards, this was when you see those spikes in action, this is when that spike went up. And then not only was it just for one match, but then they had the second match afterwards. TNA, they were starting to fire on cylinders.
Well, up next, I guess for me, maybe I'm alone in this. This was the low point of the night. It was for the Knockouts Championship. It was Masha Slamovich versus Cora Jade. The crowd loving him some Cora Jade. USA chants from the crowd. Masha beating up Cora with such force. Cora needs to keep covering her titties because they bouncing out her gear.
Yeah.
Cora hits a Canadian destroyer on the apron. Good thing Masha has a huge Russian cave woman skull, though. Masha does bounce back and eventually hits Requiem for the win and retain. Meh. However, up next was a ladder match for the X Division Championship. It was defending champ Moose versus Jeff Hardy. Moose is 40 years old. Jeff Hardy is 47 years old. Hardy drags out his painted ladder from Bound for Glory. Moose creates a ladder bridge with it, power bombs Hardy on it, and breaks some rungs off the ladder. Jeff Hardy executes an extremely shaky twist of fate off said ladder bridge.
Yeah.
For these two being in their 40s, they are still beating the shit out of each other.
Facts.
Hardy must be doubling down on a DDP yoga, or he's butt chugging Percocets because that man can still go.
I can
Hardy
hear the perks,
swanton
boy.
Moose through a table on the outside. Alicia attacks Hardy with the kendo stick and eats a twist of fate for it. That was great. Moose spears him through a table, climbs the ladder, and wins his first ever ladder match. I can't believe I'm saying this. Jeff Hardy versus Moose gets my beer cheese.
Nigga, get the fuck out of
No,
here.
I
A
can't
gimmick
believe
match? A gimmick?
I can't believe it either. This was a fucking fantastic match. I couldn't trust me. I couldn't believe it either, Cesar.
You're not wrong. It was a good match, but you're wrong with the beer cheese.
6, we had Masha versus Cora Jade and Moose versus Jeff Hardy. What'd you think?
And hear the streets
Yeah,
call.
I was disappointed with the Masha and Cora match. I don't know if it's because I was hoping this was going to be a springboard for Cora. I mean, even though she's probably going to lose, I was maybe expecting a little bit more shine for her, and I really didn't get that. Like, I was really hoping this would be a springboard to show her as a legit title competitor, either in TNA or she could use this as like a springboard in NXT. I don't know. I mean, I was just kind of after the match, I was just kind of like, I mean, like you said, this was a low point. I gave this like 3. I was very disappointed. Maybe it's because maybe after we talked about the last couple weeks, and maybe especially after last week, maybe this could be like the beginning of like the ascension for Cora Jade, and I was just disappointed with it. The X Division ladder match, I thought it was a good match. For it being Moose's first ladder match, you can see there were some shaky spots with Jeff Hardy. I mean, this guy's known for singles ladder matches. The spots that they hit, like the twist of fate, but you can kind of tell like when like Moose, there was like a spot where like Jeff was climbing the ladder and like fumbling with the belt. Moose was kind of trying to climb that walk that bridge between the ladder between the turnbuckle and the ladder. Like he was very like shaky on it, and you can tell Jeff was kind of just like fumbling the title for Moose to get to him. But I mean, it's just nitpicking stuff. Moose taking that move, I forget what the move was, but it got him over the top rope onto the ladder, and the ladder didn't break. I mean, he just hit it and then removed and then just rolled out the swanton on the ladder. Jeff basically got midsection, the feet through the table on the Moose, probably saving his back because this guy's put his back through enough tables and ladders. The spear through the table. Alicia taking the twist of fate, all that stuff. It was a good match. Moose being able to rebound from Tuesday night, from losing his NXT championship match, to be able to come back and defend his NXT or his TNA X Division championship, and to be able to put his first ladder match in the books. That was a good match. I gave it 6 in the salt. I thought it was you could tell it was Moose's first ladder match, but it was still a good match. And when you have someone who is a veteran of ladder matches with a guy who's in his first ladder match, it allowed him to kind of help carry Moose and get him through it. I thought it was a good match.
Yeah, I appreciated the fact that Moose won in fucking TNA, whereas he lost on NXT. Maybe redemption, who knows? But Cesar, we had Masha versus Cora and Moose versus Jeff Hardy for the X Division Championship ladder match. What'd you think?
Yeah, Masha versus Cora wasn't, to
Okay.
me, it wasn't the worst match of the night because I really thought that Tessa Blanchard and Xia Li was the worst match of the night. Like, if I'm gonna call a match a worst match, like just because the hang-ups and the shit they had. While Masha versus Cora wasn't great, I still think that Tessa Blanchard match was the worst. I think it was just because for where they are and where they've been, not one of them can carry, I guess, which is why I didn't like super dig it or whatever. Yeah, because none of them can carry really. Mhm. So yeah, it wasn't yeah, it was kind of a lull on a really good pay-per-view so far. Like things were moving up and it was like that match was kind of like I think we all suspected something better.
Well, plus, I don't know about you. We were coming off of Cora on NXT TV basically not being able to finish a match against Jordan Gray. So after that, I was even worried knowing that they had booked this for Sacrifice, and
Yeah.
then whatever they had going on Thursday before
Well,
Sacrifice.
the Thursday was the tag match with Tessa Blanchard and they won.
Yeah,
But I
but
don't know when they filmed that. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So it's just like, okay, so we're gonna have what happened on NXT TV on Tuesday, and then we're going into a match that was taped. How were they? If she wasn't able to go, like if her bell got rung or whatever had happened to her, was she gonna be able to A, show up to the TNA and still perform, but B, was there gonna be any lingering after effects of whatever happened on that Tuesday night?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. Like, yeah, we got to protect the talent here and see what they're doing. But we knew the pay-per-view would still be live. So even though she got injured Tuesday and we know Thursday is tape, like she would have had to been ready by Saturday to have that match with Masha. And it was just kind of blah. But yeah, Moose versus Jeffrey Hardison, but not Black. Uh, was a good ass match. It was a good ass match. Oh yeah, that crack comes out with that shit painted. They setting up tables way before crackers go through them. The twist of fate off the ladders almost went bad just because the power bomb through the ladders, yeah, like broke the bottom rungs of the other ladders, and then Moose just throwing ladders outside
Yeah,
afterwards. He
did you
didn't give a
see
fuck.
that? He threw a ladder and ended up taking. Didn't it like hit a camera off of a camera
Yeah,
guy's
yeah.
shoulder? And then they show on the other side when he's throwing ladders, like Alicia's like getting people out of the fucking way so that way they ain't getting hit by ladders. Like she's rushing some of these, like the people with the cords that hold the cord, like give the
Yeah,
slack for
like
the cords.
motherfuckers weren't paying attention, and this nigga's like throwing ladders outside. Um, but no, yeah, Jeff hit another crouton. It was just all ass and legs that put Moose through the table
Crouch.
during that fucking swanton no crouton bomb, as Matt likes to call them when they don't hit right. That another crouton bomb, just hard hitting shit. I mean, imagine you laying on a table and nigga just hits you with all ass and legs. And Jeff probably concussed again because the chair was right there. So he taking two Quaaludes just so he can drive his ass home on some bullshit. But no. It was a good match. I'm not saying it was a bad match, Sangria, but I'm just saying, Jesus Christ.
I was shocked
Uh,
because I thought it was going to be a train wreck. I was like, it's Jeff Hardy. He can barely do anything versus Moose, who's just going to do three moves, but they both exceeded my.
they both got some shit. And the crazy part is, yeah, Moose going for three suplexes on the outside and not getting them, and then Jeff hitting the suplex on the outside. I was like, damn, boy, Jeff Hardy can slang over 300 pounds. Damn, that heroin is good, nigga. But hey, man, you know what, Jeff, you put a ladder in that goddamn ring, and somehow Jeffrey goddamn Hardy shows up every fucking time. Be mad if you want if you watch this shit, Zank. But that cracker Jeff Hardy got a beer cheese out of a cracker tonight, and yeah, it was a good match. I was entertained. I knew Moose was gonna win just because he lost Tuesday. Like you know Moose is gonna. There's no way they're giving Moose double losses. Um, I don't know how, but I hope he talks to Ariana Grace and trades in this like TNA title for the claws, and then fights Oba at like Stand and Deliver and wins that title.
Anything's possible.
I mean that I'm working myself into that shoot as well. But hey, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just an ignorant ass nigga who
Well,
likes to get drunk and
that's the
talk
thing with
wrestling.
the X Division Championship. You always get that option.
Option
Options.
B.
Yeah. So maybe with this working relationship, you can parlay that into an NXT championship match, or you can at least throw your hat in the ring for it. Who knows?
That would be dope. That would be dope. But go ahead, Singer.
Up next was the main event. It was the Temu War Games cage match. Joe Hendry, Elijah, Matt Hardy, Dolph, and Black Cynic versus the System and the Colognes. Elijah rides out on a horse,
This
sings,
nigga.
sings with a faulty mic. That skid mark, Ryan Nemeth comes out to cheerlead. Black Cynic, Swanton 450 onto the System and Colognes off the top of the cage. Fuckface Tom about to murder Ryan Nemeth. Matt Hardy, twist of fate to JDC, who had a chair around his head for the win.
Yep.
Ziggler Bros then lock the cage and murder Matt Hardy, to which Chris Zank rubbed one out too. Cesar, what did you think of the Temu War Games cage match main event?
Wait, did they really beat up Matt Hardy? I didn't watch the end
Yep.
after the finish. So I was in the streets. So once I saw the win, I just kind of gave up. But damn, they murdered that nigga Matt Hardy.
Beat the shit out of him.
Oh, they both went heel.
Yep.
Damn, that's some good shit. I should have watched that shit. Um, yeah, this was fun. This was fine. Yeah, bullshit war game shit. What was it? What was it? Every 30 seconds? I felt like when a nigga got in the ring, like the countdown was back on the Titantron.
Most of the
Uh,
time taken was them doing their entrance, and then it was time
yeah,
for
yeah,
someone else
yeah.
to come out.
They didn't like run down to the cage. They like walked.
Yeah,
They walked to the cage. They told the cracker to open the door, and then they got in there and started fighting.
it was dumb.
But yeah, this nigga walking out with a horse shitting everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Ruining the experience
The
for
spotlight
all these
wasn't even
people.
fixed on them. They had to turn
Yeah.
the lights on.
Yeah. To find this nigga riding a horse. Like I'm in the bar and look, I'm in the bar and I'm black and I'm like, where this nigga at? Nigga, I'm dark. Where this nigga at? My phone brightness is up to 100. Where this nigga? And then I was like, this cracker on a horse. And he got that goddamn guitar on some bullshit. So yeah. The first cage match in 6 years in TNA. It should be 7, nigga. Just let these niggas fight in the ring. Jesus Christ. I don't know why these crackers had to get into the cage. But old black cynic rolled into the ring, got a Hurricane Rana off the top rope out of nowhere. They didn't want to let who they didn't want to let it. They didn't want to let Joe Hendry in. Motherfucker hanging on the fucking cage. Couldn't open it. Crackers just fighting everywhere. Motherfuckers spamming finishers and throwing people in the cages. And then yeah, the highest in the room hit that 360 swanton on a bunch of standing crackers. So of course everybody getting their shit in. Uh what was it? It was like it was everybody got their shit on the end. And then Matt Hardy hit that cracker with a twist of fate on a chair and then pinned his dumb ass so the faces could win. Yeah, it was a you know what? It was a clusterfuck you man. Let's just be honest.
It
It
was
was
a
a
great time.
clusterfuck you man. What?
It was a great time killer, and the main purpose of this entire thing was so the Ziggler brothers could turn heel.
I honestly thought Dolph was gonna turn heel in the middle of the match. Just because the way his brother was just being super douchey about him coming back. So I thought Dolph was gonna turn in the ring. I mean, when he came out, and then I was like, oh, he's not coming on last. Oh, he's coming on the middle.
By
Okay.
the way, Cesar, you know he's suing AEW, fucking Tony Khan, and CM Punk. The
No,
dude brother, Ryan Nemeth, he's legit
I
suing.
oh no, I know he's so in. I know he's so in CM trash in AEW for when he was there, and then like he said CM trash was ruining his career. So I knew he was suing them. Was he? I didn't know that he was suing anybody else.
Well, Tony Khan as well. Tony Skeets,
Oh, okay, okay,
AEW,
yeah,
CM.
yeah, no, that's fair because I know I read the thing. I read the thing, and then it was like, yeah, he had beef with CM, and then like CM is trying to keep him off TV, and I'm like, well, if he's trying to keep you off TV, then you have a point because you get paid more for being on TV and being useful and being in a storyline and being in pay-per-views. And if you and he did have a career. I mean, he was on Collision or one of them shits like regularly. And then yeah, if CM is telling them not to use you, I don't see why you're not. The same reason Cole Cabana probably has a reason to sue. Just because of CM trash. You know, CM trash ain't even working there no more. And that nigga still causing problems. That's what I'm saying. You gotta get rid of this nigga, man. I get rid of this nigga. This nigga don't need to work anywhere. And I digress. We're talking about TNA.
So you
And
saw Matt Hardy deliver that twist of fate, get the 1, 2, 3, and he turned it off and went back to drinking.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. I was like, all right, everybody's getting their finisher in. I was like, all right. Because I was with my boy and we were watching it, and I was like, watch, everybody gonna get their finisher in. And I was like, see, see, see. And I was like, all right, this dumb nigga got a chair. He gonna get the three. And it was like 1, 2, 3. Because we were at the bar, so I couldn't hear the sound. I was like, see, 1, 2, 3. I was like, yeah, shit's over. Bloop bloop. Turned it right the fuck off. Like right after three and like Matt Hardy and them were they were all celebrating. Matt Hardy gets up with the hand raise, and I was like, yeah, see, it's done. It's done. Then I was back in the streets, man. I was back in the streets drinking. I was like, all right. I was like, I'm leaving here like 7:50. It was like 7:20. And then my boy ordered a couple car bombs, so we were drinking that shit. And I was like, all right, man, I'm out of here.
Well, Sticks, when I saw Ryan fiddling with the door, I was like, uh-oh, something's gonna happen. So I was about to turn it off too, because I don't give a shit about the Hardy. And then, oh, well, besides Jeff and Moose. But when Matt Hardy, he's doing his Jimmy leg limping and shit, I was like, all right, it's over. Oh, no, Ryan's doing something. Well, what did you think, Sticks, of the main event to Sacrifice?
Yeah, everybody got their stuff in. Joe Hendry's just standing ovation, everybody. Matt hit the twist of fate with a chair on a JDC, and then you just had that after the match, like long lull of just Matt and Dolph in the ring. Like they hugged like 5 to 6 times, climbed turnbuckle, and then the camera would always would pan the door, and that's when you saw his brother fucking with the thing, and then they pan back out to them being on the turnbuckle celebrate, back to hugging, and then you just saw all of a sudden he locked it, and then that's when Dolph just start beating him up, and they start beating him up like Cesar said, you're waiting for the heel turn, and like he said, I thought it was going to happen in the match. Like I thought maybe he was going to do it and cause his team to lose, or he was going to do it and then either walk out the cage or climb over the cage when his half retarded brother was already out there. Like they slow played this heel turn out at the end of the pay-per-view. They sent Matt Hardy out for being the guy that was going to get his ass kicked. The rest of the faces were all trying to climb the cage while his half fucking Make-A-Wish brother was hitting the cage with the chair and all that stuff. And then half the people were just like, fuck, we're not gonna do this. We know what we're here for. We're just getting our fingers hit with a steel chair. I mean, they obviously didn't have anything to do for Dolph. Like he's not gonna get back in the title picture as long as Joe's champ, and then you got his fucking brother there who's just there for a paycheck, probably because Dolph was like, hey, my brother don't have a job. How about we bring him along? Oh, we both can turn heel. We can become a tag team. Hey, we can have this run with the Hardys. I mean, it was for as good as a pay-per-view as this was, it was a shitty ending for it. Like the way they rolled it, like they just slow played this out. Like the camera angles kind of fucked everything over with it happening. And I mean, it was kind of just a huge letdown for what was a good TNA pay-per-view.
Yeah, the extra 10 minutes they shaved off that 6-man tag was so fucking Ryan could fiddle with the steel cage door.
That sounds like some bullshit.
That's the end of our double pay-per-view review. Go ahead and check out APPW. It's coming out slowly but surely. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, and the sheriff, we give that big ups to Stallion Pete.